overall. Miami under the direction of first-year head coach Tricia Cullop. This is their last game before ACC play starts a week from now against Pittsburgh. Nat Marshall tries to control the tip, and we're ready to go. Ball in the hands of Kayla White for the Wildcats. Miami allowed 88 points, the most they've given up in a game this season in that loss versus Vanderbilt here in the ACC SEC Challenge. Cookman gets it down low to Clark, turns, can't hit. Nat Marshall, the Notre Dame transfer, grabs the rebounds.
Really good start for Miami defensively.
Well, the Canes, of course, starting the twins, Haley and Hannah Cavinder, along with Jazz Roberts, Nat Marshall, and Cam Williams, trying to feed it down low to Williams. First turnover for Miami.
You can see they're going to try to take advantage of the height for Miami. We have 6'2" and 6'5", so let's look to see if they do more of that.
There's Clark on Williams, puts her shoulder down, off the glass. It pinballs out, and it's going to go Miami's way. It's a scrappy Bethune-Cookman team. They're first in the conference in opponents' points per game, as you see fourth-year head coach Chanel Creighton Del Rosario. And immediately some pressure and a turnover for Miami, another one. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers for the Canes. Here's a triple try from the right wing. No good off the hands of Dorsey. Marshall grabs the rebound, almost another turnover. Jazz Roberts in her 103rd game as a Miami Hurricane in the corner there. Most on this Miami roster. It's a new look team under the first-year head coach Tricia Cullop. Cavinders have been a big part of Miami's early season success at 7-1. Down low to Williams, good catch. And the first points of the day go to Miami.
I think we're going to see that quite a bit tonight, is taking advantage of the height, taking advantage of Cam Williams, transfer from Michigan.
She's been amazing the last 4 games specifically. 16 points, 8 rebounds in the last 4.
She has been a beast.
There is Nicholson, Bethune-Cookman's best player. Overcooks that jumper, and Haley Cavinder with a rebound. Hit ahead pass to Roberts, little Euro step, floater. Here come the Wildcats. Slow start offensively for both teams. Wide open 3 from the left wing. Too short.
There's that offensive rebound. That is going to be a key for them today. They're 37th in the nation in offensive rebounding, so look for that as a key.
And Miami got killed on the glass versus Vanderbilt. A -12 in the rebound category. As it slipped down low to Williams, and she flips it up again with her left hands.
Miami pushed the ball on that. Transition was really quick.
That was Hannah Cavinder to Williams. Haley Moore the scorer, Hannah Moore of the facilitator for Miami. And we'll talk about the Cavinders a lot as this broadcast goes on.
Hannah averaging 4 assists per game.
In and out right wing 3 try from Brooks, freshman guard. Nice pass, Cavinder to Roberts. Can't spin it home.
Again with the transition though, they're gonna look to push the ball. Get quick, easy points.
Bethune-Cookman 2-5 on the year. Have not won a game versus a Division I opponent yet. As Dorsey pulls up, clangs off the rim. Hannah fighting for it down low. Gets banged in the head, and it goes Miami's way. A slow start offensively for both of these teams. There is the first-year head coach, Tricia Cullop. Has her team playing good basketball early on in the season. A lot of fresh faces of this Miami team. And 6 key contributors depart as Katie Meyer left, the legendary head coach for Miami. But they brought in a lot of new talent. And of course, they got those Cavinders back who were instrumental to their Elite 8 run 2 years ago. Nat Marshall for 3, connects. That's a great sign for Nat Marshall. Been slumping a little bit recently, but she can do that.
That is her shot. That's the beautiful thing about her game, is she can play inside and outside.
4-year transfer from the Fighting Irish. Played Miami a bunch of times, now on their side.
I think Miami's happy about that.
Clark with the mismatch size-wise. Discards Cavinder. Can't connect.
Inside, outside here. You get it into Cam Williams. Makes the defense collapse. Nat Williams just ready. She's spotting up, ready for that three.
Bethune-Cookman already played an ACC opponent this year. That was Virginia a couple weeks ago. Deep, scrappy team. Here's Clark, face up. Too strong.
Crashing the O boards. Bethune-Cookman is going to do that the entire afternoon.
The Wildcats just 1 for 10 from the field, but only trailed by 5. And a nice layup. Left side, right hand from Kayla White. Miami really pushing the ball early. Haley Cavinder. They're going to get an offensive foul on, looked like Williams, looking to shield off the defender.
It looks like she's just moving her defender out so Haley can get a layup, but, you know, can't do that. But Miami, again, looking to push the ball in transition, get those quick, easy points.
Miami goes a little bit smaller. Lamaya Hilton checks into the game. Transfer from Arizona, was playing really well last season before she tore her ACL in a game versus Clemson in February. Working her way back onto the court. Jazz Roberts pressuring, gets hit with a foul. Miami 7-1 coming into this contest. They've played some really close games this year. 3-point win at home versus Jacksonville, an overtime win versus Quinnipiac in the championship game of the Miami Thanksgiving tournament. They're still finding their stride as they head into ACC play. Wanted to clean up the rebounding and the turnovers, which plagued them in that loss to Vanderbilt. So here's a triple try. That's pure. Janessa Kelly from 3, and we're tied up at 7.
Back in the press, trying to speed Miami up.
All 5 players on the floor can shoot the ball from the outside here for the Canes. Haley to Hannah. Nylon. It's overused, but that twin connection.
It's real. It is very real. Again, though, Miami got it deep in the paint, kicked out. 3-point shots going in for the Canes today, which is going to be a huge part.
And Miami's got to get that outside shot going, shooting just 29% as a team coming into the game.
Yeah, it's a good sign that they're going down today.
Offensive rebound again for the Wildcats. Nicholson flips it up, leaves it shy. And a foul on Bethune-Cookman as we head into our first media timeout of the contest. Hurricanes and Wildcats battling early. And here is that twin connection. Haley to Hannah for the triple. Miami leads 10-7 early over Bethune-Cookman. There is a look at first-year head coach Trisha Cullup for the Hurricanes, coming over after 16 seasons with Toledo. She has Miami off to a good start this year at 7-1, and a very talented Miami roster, along with a strong recruiting class as well, which we can talk about. Pressure from this Wildcats defense. Hilton got into the lane. Turn it over. We were talking about this in the break, Kelsey. All of the Wildcats' points coming off of Miami turnovers or second chance opportunities, the 2 areas that they were looking to work on coming into this game.
Exactly. So I'm sure that was a point of emphasis in the Miami huddle is turnovers, take care of the ball, crash the boards on the defensive end.
First catch for the freshman Maya Johnson, Fort Lauderdale native for Bethune-Cookman. We'll see both these teams go deep into their bench. Good defense from Hannah Cavinder and a nice rebound from Marshall. Hannah speeds up court, hesitation move. Back out to Marshall, triple try. Oh yeah!
Again, getting deep in the paint and kicking it out for the three. That's her second one, third one from Miami of the afternoon. It's a good sign.
Couple nice passes from Hannah Cavinder early.
She's a great facilitator. Four assists per game, averaging.
And she's 10th in the ACC in assists per game. Dribble handoff with Phillips. Tough floater. Good rebound from Roberts on the weak side. A nice job out of that timeout. Miami tightening up the screws on the defensive end. Now we're going to get a hockey-style substitution. 4 new Canes coming into the game. And we said it, this is a deep Miami team. A couple of those freshmen check into the game. Anae Adams, Leah Harmon, along with Hilton, Rogers, and Williams.
Really good freshman class for Miami. They bring a lot of energy whenever they get into games. Great point guards.
Adams has been a bright spot for Miami early this season. Good ball movement. Rogers can really shoot it. That one rims out. And get a foul, it looked like, on Adams fighting for the rebounds. Miami, the number 18 recruiting class in the country, and impressively able to keep all 5 of their recruits even after the departure of head coach Katie Meyer.
I think that speaks volumes to the type of coach Trisha Poloff is.
Miami with the press. Wildcats able to break it, and Dorsey has an easy 2 down low.
They broke that pretty easy.
But both these teams applying a full court press as Harmon slices into the lane and she turns it over. Another turnover for Miami. That's their 5th already. Pull up from Dorsey.
Another offensive rebound.
Well, turnovers and offensive rebounds, what Miami was looking to limit. Already 5 offensive rebounds for the Wildcats.
Bethune-Cookman is executing their game plan very nicely, I would say. Offensive rebounds and speeding the Canes up.
Rogers dispatches a 3, pounces off the bracket. Nice rebound from Williams. Jump ball will stay here. Bethune-Cookman playing with a lot of energy early.
A lot of energy, speeding them up, making them play fast, take shots sometimes that probably, a little quick in the shot clock.
And that's how Bethune-Cookman at just 2-5 is going to stay in this game. Rogers steps in, tries a 2, and that one's good. Mississippi State transfer Rogers hit almost 73s last year with the Bulldogs.
She has that mentality. She's going to shoot it. She does not let the previous miss mess her up, get in her head, and that's how you know she's a great shooter. It's hard to do that.
Head of the snake on this defensive possession. Looking down low and a turnover for Bethune-Cookman. Nice move from Harmon. 2-on-2 in transition all the way. Can't kiss it home off the glass. Fight for the rebound, and Rogers wins the battle. Nice physical play down low from Rogers, and Miami's got their biggest lead of the game at 8.
She's been a good spark off the bench in this first quarter for the Canes.
Just one starter out there right now for Miami, that's Williams. Bethune-Cookman team. There's 2-5 on the year.
Another offensive rebound, second chance points.
6 offensive rebounds allowed in the first quarter from Miami. That's keeping Bethune-Cookman in this game right now. They're shooting just 24% from the field, but they've got off 9 more shots than the Hurricanes have. Rogers is left open, it swirls out. Wildcats might get the last shot here. In and out move from White. Finds Brooks. Down low, McGarry. Kayla Clark shuffled those feet. Miami have a chance with 2.3 left. Built it on the inbound. Finds Harmon. And she doesn't get it off in time. Competitive first quarter here in Coral Gables. After one, Miami leads 17-11. Stay with us here on ACC Network Extra.
Going by fast. What they wanted to do coming in, looking to see if Miami takes care of the ball better in the second quarter.
Both Cavinders, Roberts, Williams, and Rogers out there for Miami. Got destroyed on the glass in that first quarter as well, allowing 6 offensive rebounds. They gave up 17 versus Vanderbilt in that 88-70 loss earlier this week. And Coach Cullip said after that game, if we eliminate the turnovers and the second chance opportunities, they would have had a much closer game versus the Commodores.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Already giving up 6 second chance points.
Kayla Clark down low, strong defense, stonewalled by Williams. Here comes Miami. Hit ahead pass to Rogers. It'll stay this end.
Miami looks to be playing really fast coming off those defensive rebounds.
Roberts, a very talented offensive player, was instrumental to Miami's Elite 8 run 2 years ago. It's the Greenville All-Region team. There's Haley, always in control. Too shy on the jumper. She's been quiet early. That was just her first shot attempt. Rise and fire 3, rolls home from the right wing. Dorsey connects from deep. Just her third 3 of the season, and it's a 3-point game. Coach Cullip calling out the signals. Another turnover.
Another turnover.
White, easy deuce.
I have a feeling a timeout. Yeah.
And Coach Cullip wants a timeout. Bethune-Cookman coming out fast out of the break. A 5-0 run. A 1-point game here in the second quarter in Coral Gables. Coach Cullup emphatic coming out of the timeout that she wants to eliminate mistakes like these. Turnovers for Miami. They've helped buoy a quick 5-0 run for Bethune-Cookman out of the break, and we've got a 1-point game here going on. There's Miami, their final game before ACC play starts. They go on the road to Pittsburgh a week from today, a noon tip-off. Rogers always willing to shoot the three. And another deflection and a turnover. Transition three. Another offensive rebound for Bethune-Cookman. I mean, we probably sound like a broken record, but it's the turnovers and the offensive rebounds right now that are really hurting Miami.
Absolutely. Bethune-Cookman is really good at what they do. Miami has to focus in on stopping that.
Nice pass from Nicholson. Heave from the right wing. Can't go down from White. See if the Canes can get into a rhythm offensively as well. Haley Cavinder, their leading scorer at 17 a game, scoreless so far. Miami gets into their set. Hannah to Haley. Just 5 to trigger. Good defense from Bethune-Cookman. Cavinder, hesitation move. Gets bailed out. Bumped by Clark as she slalomed towards the basket.
You know, great things happening for the Canes whenever they get deep into the paint. And so look for them to do more of that. Get the inside-outside look and get Haley Cavinder going.
And Haley's already had 2 30-point games this season versus Quinnipiac and Florida. Biggest win of the season for Miami was on the road in Gainesville when they took down the Gators. A little disjointed on the offensive end so far. Nice pass to Marshall, low midi. Not enough on it. Bethune-Cookman pushing in transition, getting open looks from 3, and they have the lead. Nylon from Phillips. They shoot just 28% as a team from deep. They've already hit 3. Haley responds, her first 2.
That's a good sign for the Canes.
19-19, 7 left in the second quarter. Nicholson, we talked about in the pregame, hasn't scored yet, number 11 in black, as there's a turnover. Haley, nifty move, dishes it to Hannah. Extra pass, Rogers. That's money. That's beautiful Miami basketball in transition.
Sharing the ball, that's that transition basketball. Push it up the floor really quick, get in the lane. You have a great shooter waiting for the ball.
Rogers leads Miami with 7. Good sign for her. Wide open 3 from White. She responds.
Hey, if it's working, it's going in. The Canes have to respond to that and get out there on those 3s. That's their 4th of the game today.
White had something to say to the Miami bench as she was going back down the court as well. Rogers once again overcooks that try. Second chance,
rebound.
Marshall. Nice job from Williams.
She's got to finish that. She has great position, great pass from Hannah Cavinder. It's a missed opportunity for the Canes offensively.
Bethune-Cookman hanging with Miami early. It's a team that is still looking for their first Division I win of the year. Wide open right wing. Scuffs off the tin to Haley Cavinder. All the way, 94 feet, everything but the finish.
Miami's missed a couple pretty easy layups recently.
Haley Cavinder is instant offense. Got all the way, just couldn't squeeze it home. Jazz Roberts, who just checked in, said that Vanderbilt out-hustled them in that loss on Wednesday. Tie game halfway through the second quarter. Hannah left open again. Coach Cullop, we're right next door here on the sideline. Not too happy about the way Miami is executing here.
Not too happy. I have a feeling that, there we go.
And we'll go to break. We'll talk about that when we get back. There's point guard Jordan Brooks bringing it up this possession. Miami with a trap in the half court. Freshman Johnson. Good ball movement here for Bethune-Cookman. Hannah to Haley. Extra pass. Marshall all alone downstairs for two.
Transition offense. That's been the best offense for the Canes thus far.
And now 7 points in transition. Johnson slips through. Good defense from Williams. Haley Cavinder relentless pushing it in transition. Hurls it over to Hannah on the right wing. Roberts. No. Tough rebound from Johnson, the freshman. St. Thomas Aquinas product. Another three. Wildcats letting it go. Not necessarily their game. And how about the job that Haley Cavinder does on the boards? We talked about it. Tied for first on the team in rebounds at 5'6".
I think that's what makes her such a special player. 5'6", like you said, and she is crashing the boards like she is 6'5" in there.
And she's given up 5 inches of height to Shomari Phillips. And gassed as she heads to the bench. And what a boost it was for Miami when the Cavinders, who took a year off of college basketball, elected to come back. Haley was initially committed to TCU, but then both Cavinders decide to come back to Miami. They're on the bench now as the freshman guards, Adams and Harmon, come in. Nat Marshall, the Notre Dame transfer, leads Miami with 8. Here she is in the left corner, heaves up a three. Oh my goodness, she's on fire.
She is on fire. That's her third three of the game.
A fantastic sign for Marshall. She's in double figures for the first time since one of their opening games versus Jacksonville. Very good sign for Miami when she's playing good basketball. Nicholson responds down low on the right block. First points for her. She leads Bethune-Cookman in points and rebounds. Wildcats drop into a 2-3 zone. Roberts left alone. Side iron. Second chance, Williams. Physical down low, off the glass.
Canes now getting on the offensive boards, taking advantage of that size, 6'5".
Back and forth we go. Canes force a turnover. Both of these teams relentless and tenacious on defense.
Very good hustle by the Canes on that possession right there. You love to see it. It's what needs to happen the entire game.
Adams retreat dribble. Harmon on a pick and pop. 2:30 and counting in this second quarter. Competitive game between Miami and Bethune-Cookman. Roberts, through contact, gets it to go, and the foul.
That is her shot. She is so good at getting to the core of the paint and elevating and just making that shot. It's almost automatic every single time she gets it. It's good to see her going, too.
And that is her spot, right around that ACC logo in the paint. And what a boost it was for Miami to keep Jasmine Roberts. After the departure of head coach Katie Meyer, you had a lot of key players leave, but she elected to stay. Really embodies the Miami spirit as she can't convert a three-point opportunity. A little burst here for the Canes, have them up by 7. White draws the foul. Kayla White can get in double figures if she makes one of these free throws. Bethune-Cookman shooting just 30% from the field, but those turnovers and the offensive rebounds are keeping them competitive. Wildcats team that ranks 341 coming into the game in net ranking. What the committee uses a lot when they look at the field of 64. And she laces the first free throw.
One. Now in double figures.
Talented scorer for this Bethune-Cookman team.
She has set the tone for the Wildcats today.
And 16 points versus Mercer in the Wildcats' last game. She now has 11. Roberts slices to the baseline. Wide open, Harmon three. That's cash.
Five-star recruit coming out. Great, great player. Again, attacking, kicking it out. It's been working for the Canes today.
And Miami has got the outside shot working today. 50% from three, 6 for 12.
That is a great sign. Great sign.
That is 28% on the year. That's something they needed to get going, and they have early.
Another turnover. Easy bucket on the other end.
There's Dorsey for the Wildcats, 8th giveaway for Miami. They're averaging 16.5 as a team on the year. There's Haley from deep. Not enough on it. Fight for the rebound. Roberts to Marshall.
Thought about it. Leah again.
Misses everything. That'll get Hannah back in. Just over 1 minute to play in a close first half. Miami 9-1 all-time versus Bethune-Cookman. Team from Daytona Beach, about 270 miles away from the UM campus in Coral Gables. As a beautiful swoop to the hoop from Kayla Clark.
That was a strong drive to the basket. Great finish.
Clark averaged 10 a game last year. There's that crossover from Cavinder.
That is her signature move. That is what she does. And she has that look on her face like she's about to get going.
They were talking about it in the broadcast versus Vanderbilt on Wednesday. Just that signature crossover.
It's deadly.
And how about the defense from her sister, Hannah? Giving up size, but forcing a turnover. And Miami can get the last shot if they want it. Shot clock's black. Ten to trigger as Miami looks to end the half strong. Circled around the perimeter. Hannah determined to the hoop. Can't convert, and that's how the first 20 will end here in Coral Gables. It's Miami 36 and Bethune-Cookman 30. Wildcats doing a nice job hanging with Miami here in the first 20.
Absolutely. They are doing exactly what they need to do. Speeding up the Canes, getting turnovers, crashing the offensive boards. Spain for a very
lower tier opponents. It's a little bit close in the first half, but they've been able to pull away in the second half. We'll see if the story's the same.
Yeah, you know those teams whenever they just play hard every single possession, and that's what Bethune-Cookman is going to do, and that's why they're in the game right now.
Hannah Cavinder had a nice first half, distributing the ball with 3 assists. Pops open for a 3. She heaves it off the front rim. Rebound falls to Clark. It's a good look for Hannah to start the second half.
She has to shoot it. It's a great shot.
Phillips to Clark. Blocked by Marshall. Gets it back. Still plenty of time to shoot.
Using her length to her advantage. She is tall, and so you have to really get into her to get that shot up.
Downhill White. Extra pass. And that one goes down the hatch from Dorsey. 5 threes for Bethune-Cookman.
That is a great sign, a great start for the third quarter for the Wildcats.
36-33, one possession game. Jazz Roberts, her 103rd game as a Miami Hurricane. Haley's got to go. Pull-up jumper, connects.
That's also her sweet spot. Once she gets to that spot, it's going to be hard for anybody to contain her.
Miami's leading scorer at 17 a game. She now has 6. There's a deflection from Hannah. Haley's upset she wasn't able to corral the ball and force a turnover. We've seen a lot of different defensive looks from both of these teams. Miami's ran a full court press, a half court trap. What they're in right now. Looped over to White. Back to Dorsey. Here's Nicholson. Quiet first half for her. Hannah gambled.
Great block out by Haley.
In transition, Roberts dispatches a 3. Finds the range from deep.
Great transition offense. Again, getting to the lane, kicking it out. Great offense for the Canes.
Good sign for Jazz Roberts. Just her 6th made 3 of the season. Very good shooter from deep. We've seen that in her long Miami career. And once again, it's Hannah Cavinder.
Great facilitator, great. Sees the ball, knows where to go, knows where the help comes from, and is able to find that open offensive player.
Good hands down low from Roberts, and she gets back up for the rejection.
She got excited about that one. Jazz, that was great on her part, keeping active hands, just not giving up on the play. We like to see that.
Nicholson, determined to the hoop. Haley, another rebound. Loops it ahead to Hannah. It is NFL Sunday, trying to take it down like a wide receiver. Miami's 9th turnover. A lot of length on this Miami team, making it tough for Bethune-Cookman. Right on cue, they force a turnover. Marshall.
It's an offensive rebound by Haley Cavinder.
Such a good rebounder for her size. Already at her season average of 6, and she's got it on the layup as well. And Bethune-Cookman needs a timeout. Miami surging a little bit out of the halftime locker room, and they're led by the Cavinder twins. Haley, what a move to the hoop.
Great
Scoops it
start.
up for 2. Gains their biggest leads at 10 on a 7-0 run over the last minute 30. A 7-0 run, their biggest lead of the day at 10. Bethune-Cookman breaks the full court press, down low to Nicholson. Can't squeeze it home, and we'll stay here. Bethune-Cookman looking for their first points in a couple of minutes. Nice move down low.
Great move. She got Marshall out of the air and went right up for the layup. Great move.
Kayla Clark, the Miami native, with the bucket and the rejection on the other end. Wildcats hanging tough here with Miami.
That's what they want to do. They want to turn their defense into offense.
White is fouled by Marshall going to the hoop. She'll get free throws.
Great move. Got the defense up in the air and just went in for easy layup.
Just when it seems like the Hurricanes are going to pull away a little bit, the Wildcats have responded.
They will not go away easy. They are going to play 40 minutes of basketball and a hard pace at that.
Second ACC opponent of the year for Bethune-Cookman. 34-point loss to Virginia a couple of weeks ago. This is their first game since November 30th, so fresh legs for the Wildcats as White misfires on the first free throw. Shoots that 81% on the season. Talented scorer for this Bethune-Cookman team. Starting five still out there for Miami, led today by Marshall with 11. As White hits the second, splits a pair, gets it back to a 7-point game.
Allows the Wildcats to also get set up in their press.
Roberts rifles it down low to Williams, traveled on the catch. 10th turnover for Miami.
It was a good idea of what they were doing, getting the ball into Cam Williams, let her go to work. Just got a little sped up.
That's Williams' third turnover. Here is White, zigzagging through the lane. Heaves it to the right corner. Off on the triple try is Brooks. Here comes Haley. Down low again to Williams. This time she gets it done.
Great move. She is strong. She gets down low, uses her legs, and finishes beautifully.
Graduate transfer from the University of Michigan has been a big add. And White goes window shopping high off the glass.
Yeah, teardrop. She has to get it over 6'3", 6'5".
14 points for Kayla White. That's 2 off a season high. This time it's Marshall down low. Same result. She's having a fantastic game, Nat Marshall.
Kane's taking advantage of the inside game right now.
First it was Williams down low, now it's Marshall. Here's Nicholson in the low post. Somehow able to get it over the rim and down for 2. This is old-fashioned basketball.
This is old-fashioned fun basketball.
Everyone talks about the three-point shot now. Now 3 consecutive post-ups down low.
They are going at it. This is what we like to see.
Hannah snakes around the screen. Dumps it to Haley. Once again looking down low. They're trying to get it to Williams. She draws a foul on Clark. One having a great game for Miami, Nat Marshall from Notre Dame. Just 4.6 points per game over her last 6, but really catching her stride this afternoon.
In the first half, we saw her hitting it out from the three-point line. Now we're seeing her going inside. You have to take advantage of that and know that she's a great scorer that can shoot and score from both levels.
Now a shot clock issue here. Marshall's still out there with both the Cavinders, Hilton and Roberts. 47-40 Miami. 4:48 remaining in the third. Maybe closer than you would think if you looked at the matchup on paper coming into the contest. Give a lot of credit to Bethune-Cookman.
They are playing a great game.
Now they're playing hard.
They are. Great deflection by Jasmine.
Tenacious defense from both teams without fouling.
Yeah, we were just talking about how there have not been a lot of foul calls during this game.
Only 5 total free throws in the entire contest as Marshall stuffs Clark down low, but it falls to Nicholson, who slips it in.
Again, they will not stop playing hard. They are going to go as hard as they can every single possession. We just saw it there for 2 points.
Some more second chance points for the Wildcats. Miami led by as many as 10 this corner. That's cut in half to 5. As they get into their set, Roberts slaloms in. Not enough jelly. Can't spin it home, but there's Marshall through contact. Aggressive move.
She's having a great, great game. She's playing hard. She's crashing the boards. She's doing it all for Miami right now.
Let's see if they call that on the floor or in the act of shooting. Getting a little gritty. And Miami will take this chance to huddle up on the sideline.
Little smile from Natalija Marshall right there after that play.
I think they might be taking another look at this. Right now, it's a common foul on Kayla Clark for Bethune-Cookman. Referees Ashley Gross, Aljanice Carr, and Jessica Walter getting together.
The previous play is under review for a potential unobserved.
They're going to take a second look at this. Didn't see too much there that would warrant anything other than a common foul. A little friendly talking between Clark and Marshall.
That's how this game's been, though. It's been chippy the entire game. They've been going at it, both teams respectfully, and it's been a fun game to watch. The official is doing a great job, though, of keeping it under control.
Maybe part of the reason they're going over and take a look at this.
Absolutely.
You want to get in front of it in a game that starts getting a little chippy.
Absolutely. You can see a little elbow there from, and then the stare down. Their competitors on the floor.
Marshall seemed pretty surprised at whatever Clark said there.
It is a competitive game of basketball.
Probably just talking about what they ate for lunch or something like that.
Oh, yeah. You know, what was your pregame meal? What was your pregame meal?
A chance for both of these coaches to meet with their teams as referees still taking a second look at this.
Free timeout.
A final tune-up game for Miami before conference play starts in what is always a very competitive ACC. And one of the best conferences in women's college basketball without a doubt.
It is going to be a good game every single night in ACC play.
Miami's got one game in the ACC, and then they head to Maui for the Maui Invitational. And I think they're taking a look at this right there, that elbow from Marshall after the play. Could hit her with a dead ball technical foul there for that swing. Pittsburgh, and then Nevada and Oregon State in Maui, and right back into ACC.
There's no
play.
further penalty on the previous play.
Just a common foul. I think that's probably the right call.
I agree. I think it's been an aggressive basketball game. And again, officials just trying to get on top of it.
So they did call it in the act of shooting, so Nat Marshall will have 2 free throws. 34 games last year for Notre Dame. 4 seasons with the Fighting Irish, her final year here in Coral Gables. Had a career high 24 points in the second game of the season versus Jacksonville. Had been slumping a little bit since then, but having a fantastic game today, carrying Miami.
Absolutely, it's a great sign for the Canes.
Now leads the team with 15, go along with 5 rebounds. Hurricanes back in this half-court trap. Looped over the top of Hilton to White. Navigates the defense, has it stripped away by guess who? Marshall, Haley Cavinder, Roberts.
Transition basketball, and one. That was great basketball. Still by Marshall, push it up to Cavinder. Cavinder finds Roberts and one. Great, great basketball by the Canes.
Talk about defense to offense.
Absolutely.
There it is right there, textbook.
Textbook, that was great.
Jazz Roberts this time is able to connect on the 3-point play. Now back up to 10, time for Miami's biggest lead of the afternoon. Hilton able to get a deflection. Wide open 3. Rebound Marshall, Wildcats can't stop the bleeding. Hannah, Haley, 3-ball. You bet.
Great transition offense. Pushing the ball, finding her sister. This place is going crazy.
Cavender's in double figures now, 11 to go along with 7 rebounds and 5 assists. Down low Johnson, foul by Marshall. 8-0 run for the Canes. Once again, Marshall starts it. And then it's that twin connection.
Absolutely. Haley's staying wide, not allowing the defense to guard both of them at one time, which allows her to get a pretty easy three that she's going to make most of the time. Beautiful basketball by the Canes.
And that's another good sign for Miami. Haley Cavinder was just 3 for her last 21 from three-point range coming into the game. Able to hit there. Well, they both head to the bench.
She's also the type of player that it doesn't matter how many she misses, she knows she can make it, and she's going to continue to shoot it.
Maya Johnson connects on the first free throw. First team All Broward County last year with St. Thomas Aquinas. She's coming back to her area as well. Looks good on both of those free throws.
Allows Bethune-Cookman to get set up in that press again.
Renai Adams, highly touted freshman guard. Number 9 point guard in the country, 5-star recruit. Down low to Williams. Beautiful shot.
Great finish. That was great defense also by Bethune-Cookman. Just a harder shot that was made by Williams.
The response from Janessa Kelly.
Another three-point shot made by Bethune.
Able to pick apart that press from Miami. Well, here is Adams, very talented.
They seem to be trying to go Williams again.
Every time she's been in the game, that's where they've been trying to go.
Yep.
Comes up to set the screen. Harmon uses it and draws the foul.
She can create so well off the bounce, especially whenever she has a screen for her. Her basketball IQ is very high, and she reads it very well.
Part of that top 20 recruiting class for Coach Cullup. I mentioned it earlier, able to retain all 5 freshmen that initially committed to Miami when Katie Meyer was here.
You don't see that often. So, again, testament to the type of coach Coach Cullup is and what she's done.
She's done a fantastic job establishing a culture here already in just her first year.
Absolutely. She's going to do great things at the University of Miami.
And before that Vanderbilt game, she was walking around campus with the rest of the staff trying to get the students to come to the game.
I know. She's great getting out in the community, getting fans involved, getting the community involved. You love to see it. The community loves to see that from the head coach.
Harmon splits a pair, 58-47. Nicholson comes in. There is Adams. Looking for a call, didn't get it, but a loose ball foul will keep it here.
That last bucket by Ajané, it was good to see her going. That's a good sign for the Wildcats, ending this third quarter going into the fourth.
That foul on the freshman Kelly. Rogers checks back in. Nice blend of experience and young faces for Miami out here right now as Williams hits the first. Grad transfer Williams, Rogers a senior, Hilton a junior, and then the 2 freshmen, Adams and Harmon.
I'm eager to see how this lineup does.
Under 2 to play in the third. Miami stretching their lead to 11. White has been instant offense today for the Wildcats. Here's Kelly. Down low Thompson. And 3-second violations called. Don't see that call very often.
That's the first call of the game for 3-second violation. Wildcat bench not liking that.
Harmon out of IMG Academy, originally from New Jersey.
Directing traffic.
Nice entry pass to Williams. Got it taken away from White.
collapsing down when she catches the ball.
Nicholson, their leading scorer. That's a tough look. Almost got it to go.
She did.
Hilton can really shoot it.
Offensive rebound.
Harmon will try. That one scuffs the tin. Fight for the board. Bodies everywhere.
Scrappy, fun basketball going on right now. You love to see it.
That's what, half the players on the floor fighting for the rebound on the ground.
You love to see it. It's passion, effort, hustle. Every coach's dream.
That's 60% of the players on the court fighting for the rebound.
That is awesome.
And both coaches will be happy to see that.
Absolutely.
Both these teams playing very hard. Two good head coaches, and Tricia Cullen and Janelle Creighton Del Rosario. White, a little ISO move. Can't hit anything. Another fight for the rebound. Williams wins this one for Miami. It's about a 5-second difference between shot clock and game clock as the third quarter clock melts down. Now 5 to shoot. Rogers, low midi, clangs off the iron. Fight for the board. Bethune-Cookman's got to go. It's in the hands of Brooks.
Good if it goes. I'm surprised Rogers didn't take that 3. That's her shot. That's probably what they were looking for.
At the end of 3, Miami is able to push their lead to 11. To start the fourth quarter, Hurricanes got that offense activated out of the halftime locker room. 24 points in the third frame. Looking to close this one out and head into the start of ACC play strong. Hannah's been a great distributor today. Another nice pass to Williams. In and out. Rebound Bethune-Cookman.
Looking to go back to Williams. It worked really well in the third quarter.
Clark, nice pass. Nicholson uses her pivot foot. Can't spin it home. Another rebound for Marshall, who's been great. Here's Haley Cavinder, Miami's leading scorer at 17 a game. Spins, shoots. Too much. Everything but the basket.
Everything. That is her move also, that spin move back to the middle.
Long 2 on the other end from White.
Woo!
Just pandemonium at midcourt.
Bodies everywhere.
And Hannah's got it. Free for the layup.
Both teams are playing extremely hard basketball, extremely fun basketball.
Well, Miami, this is their biggest lead of the afternoon, 62-49. Starting 5 out there for the Canes. Balanced effort today. 3 players in double figures for Miami, Marshall, Williams, and Haley Cavinder. As Clark gets fouled, but down low.
3 players in double figures, that's a great sign for the Canes.
You can always count on Jazz Roberts to make the hustle plays.
She had to kind of jab a few players on the ground there to get that pass out, but lots of bodies on the floor.
And if we could track the amount of times players have hit the floor, has to be the high for any game Miami's been in this season.
I know. It's a great sign. They're playing hard.
Clark misfires on the first. Coming back home out of Miami Central is Clark.
I bet she has a lot of fans in the stands today.
Nice catch from Roberts. Pressured by Dorsey. A lot of experience on the floor right now for Miami. Roberts determined.
Yeah.
Marshall second chance. She's able to spin it home. Only seniors and grad students in Miami starting 5.
Grad students and seniors on the floor right now.
Experience has shown for Miami, not just today, but this season as well.
Absolutely.
Looking to make it an 8-1 start to the year. As here we go again. More bodies on the floor.
Officials sprinting in to make sure nothing more happens. This is good basketball. This is fun basketball. Hard playing.
And coaches will like the effort they have seen.
Absolutely.
When I go back and watch the film of this one. And Miami had 6 turnovers in that first quarter. Only 6 since. Done a better job taking care of the basketball. And they now lead by 5 in the rebound category as well.
Have a feeling that those 2 points we talked about in the locker room at halftime. They've done a great job of responding, though.
Just 6 to shoot here for the Wildcats. Clark to White. She walked.
I think Haley Cavinder maybe got a hand on that ball as she was going up.
And both of the Cavinder twins have been excellent on the defensive end as well. We know what they can do offensively, especially Haley.
Absolutely.
Top 10 in the ACC in points per game. Really one of the best guards in the country so far this year, Haley Cavinder.
Absolutely. Back into Williams.
Another catch, muscles it home.
That is such a great move. She has so much body control. She reads her defense, goes to the open side, and finishes beautifully.
She is first in the ACC in field goal percentage at 70%. She's got 14 and 7 on 6 for 8 today. Leads up to 16 for Miami as they push away here in the fourth quarter.
There are about 3 Miami players nearing a double-double.
Nicholson, nice job swooping to the hoop. Bethune-Cookman's leading scorer. She has 10. 3 players in double figures for the Wildcats as well. Marshall's been hot from deep. Shooter's touch. Oh, yeah.
Some nights it's just going in no matter what. And that is what is happening right now for Natalija Marshall.
4 for 4 from 3, 7 for 9 overall. She has 20 points and 8 rebounds.
She's having a phenomenal game.
Lead up to 17 for Miami. An off-ball whistle on Roberts, I think. Like you said, sometimes it's just your day.
It's just your day, and that is Natalija Marshall today. Shooter's touch is what we call that, and she's 4 for 4 from beyond the arc.
Just 5 made threes on the season, and none in her last 4 coming into the game. A great sign for Miami.
Especially going into conference play.
Roberts shovels it to Hannah. Left hand, right side.
Beautiful finish. The transition game, again, is working for Miami. Defense to offense.
18 points off of turnovers for the Canes. They're just continuing to extend this lead. Three-pointer down the hatch.
Deep three-pointer.
Shamari Phillips. And a turnover. Nicholson can't convert. More bodies on the floor. Football pass ahead to Haley. 2-on-2. There's that signature crossover move. She's just asking for a foul. Almost stopped playing. Helter skelter. Bethune-Cookman has it the other way. Nicholson down low. Dorsey for a deuce. 5-0. Little burst here from Bethune-Cookman. Miami still leads by 14.
They're not going to stop playing hard, and that's what we just saw from that play.
And really see the physicality here courtside. Marshall looking for her 5th.
Kane's still playing very fast basketball right now.
Haley wide open from her sister, Hannah. Haley Cavinder, 13, 6, and 7. Hannah, 7 points, 5 assists.
Hannah's such a great facilitator.
Face up from Clark. Rattles it home.
Great shot. Great shot.
Starting five still out there for Miami, as the clock melts now to 4 minutes in the fourth quarter. Hurricanes will get a week off before they play Pittsburgh next Sunday. Williams
Look
turns,
who's in
shoots.
there.
Can't convert, and we'll get the under 5 media timeout coming here in the fourth quarter. Miami leads by 14. Final push. Canes looking to wrap up this victory here in Coral Gables. Been leading the charge today for Miami. They've led by as many as 19. Lead is now 14. Step back three on the way. Clangs off the iron. Williams vaults in for the rebound. Only starter out there right now for Miami is Cam Williams. Comes out to set the screen. Harmons rejects it. Now she hides behind it and hits the three.
There we go. Great shot. Great IQ. Defense went under the screen. If you're a shooter, you know that means you step back and you shoot that three.
10 made threes for Miami. That ties their season high. 10 for 22. Coming into the game at just 29%. Tough move down low. Clark, too much on it. Rogers hit ahead pass to Adams, extra to Hilton.
Great basketball. Great transition basketball. Did anybody dribble during that possession?
That was great. Bethune-Cookman takes a timeout. Miami rolling now this afternoon. 78-59 they lead. And transition points have been a big part of it as just a 30-second timeout. So we will keep it here. Miami 7 of their last 9 from the fields. Led by only 6 at halftime, but they've played much cleaner and efficient basketball here in the second half.
Well, I think their defense has turned up also this half, and a lot of their points are coming off of their defensive stops and then being able to push the ball in transition and get easy points and buckets, driving, attacking the paint, and kicking it out for the threes, and the shooters are knocking them down this half. So it's great to see for the Canes.
Yeah, it helps when you're knocking down those shots from deep. Going to be really important for Miami once they hit conference play to be efficient from behind the arc, because they have the players who can do it. A lot of capable three-point shooters. And there's a deep Miami team. Foul will go on Amaya Hilton. Bethune-Cookman now shooting free throws the rest of the way. Leading scorer today for the Wildcats has been White, who has the ball right now. Not afraid to put it up on the offensive end. Drives and kicks. Three-pointer is off from Brooks. Second chance, Clark cleans it up. Adams, a freshman. And so is Harmon, who has the ball right now. Under 10 to shoot. Finds an A. Adams. In and out on a three ball. Good job down low. Rogers, extra pass. Cam Williams.
Great basketball. That started because of the offensive rebound, which generated an easy point for Cam.
Williams now 16 and 8, right in line with her averages over the last 4. .90 seconds to play. Miami looking to salt away a strong competitive victory here on a Sunday afternoon. Done a lot of this, push the ball in transition. Harmon, extra pass, triple try. In and out again.
Another in and out.
Once again, Rogers there to clean it up. third chance at it. Williams retains possession. Harmon lets it go again. And finally, Bethune-Cookman able to clear. Back and forth we go.
Still a very fast-paced game, even though there's 46 seconds left.
Rogers a three. In and out again. What a rebound by Williams. And she'll get free throws. 3 consecutive misses that were about halfway in and out. Miami must know that if they make one more three, they have their season high.
They heard you. They heard you when you said that.
What a job Cameron Williams has done, and what an asset she's going to be for Miami.
Absolutely. The Canes have done a great job of getting her involved during this game. We've just seen some good fundamental post moves from her. Great game for her all around.
17 for Williams. Marshall leads the way with 20. A couple grad transfers. Getting it done for the Hurricanes. White, no good. Looks like they're going to get Williams over the back. That'll mean free throws for Bethune-Cookman. Yes. This was a close game in the first half. Bethune-Cookman led at one point in the second quarter. Miami only led by 6 at halftime, but like you said a little bit earlier, the defense has turned up and they've started really taking advantage in transition here in the second half.
I know the score doesn't look like it, but Miami, it's not been an easy game for them. Bethune-Cookman has played hard the entire game. And it's one of those scores where you look up and you're surprised by the score because of how hard both teams have played.
Final offensive possession for Miami here. Hilton dives into the lane. Little turnaround, no good. Here comes Bethune-Cookman. Final chance for the Wildcats.
They're still playing fast, they're still pushing it.
And that's a win for Miami. The Hurricanes bounce back after a loss to Vanderbilt and get back in the win column to move to 8-1 on the season. What a day it was for her. Nat Marshall had 20. Cam Williams had 17. Haley Cavinder was in double figures as well. And overall, a pretty strong win for the Miami Hurricanes, playing hard today, Kelsey.
Absolutely. If you're the